یا ابا صالح یا ابا صالح مددی.
How many of us are in that state of anticipation and readiness so that we connect with him, knowing that he will definitely reappear? Here's what we need to do. Question. In order for us to connect the imam with the imam in all ways, in all the different means, we have to follow the verse in the Quran. The verse says, first of all, sabiru. Imam al-Baqir says, be patient when it comes to your wajibat. Question. Salatul Fajr. I'm sorry, I'm going to pick on some very, very delicate points here. Yes? Salatul Fajr, hijab, social networking. These issues, wajibat, where are we? The Imam alayhi salam, would his heart bleed when he sees his community who call his name, who shed tears on the 10th of Muharram, remembering Aba Abdullah, and on their Facebook accounts, they like the Quran and Nahjul Balagha, and next to it is Justin Bieber. Or One Direction. Yes? Let's be absolutely honest. Is this what the Imam wants? As-sabru ala ada al-fara'id. What is wajib? Today we are suffering with a disease, brothers and sisters. You know what that disease is? That is taking religion lightly and wanting a convenience religion. Something which fits into my schedule. Something which is like a microwave. You know, I put the food in quick and out. I want it to be part of what I believe religion to be. And mashallah, now we have a rise of a new batch of scholars. They are called the Ayatullahs and the Shuyukh of Facebook and Google. Everything on the Facebook and on the Google and the Twitter. This is what Islam is saying. This is what Ali ibn Abi Talib is saying. MashaAllah, they are now rising more and more as time progresses. Dangerous. Very delicate that we have to face this. Number one. Number two, Imam alayhi salam says what? He said, وَصَابِرُوا عَلَىٰ أَذِيَّةِ أَعْدَائِكُمْ. Brothers and sisters, arguably today the Shia of Ali Muhammad are subjected to oppression and tyranny which we have not seen in recent times. Saudi, Bahrain, Iraq, Syria, Pakistan, Malaysia, Indonesia. You look around, there is widespread Shia phobia for no reason other than the fact that we profess our love for Ali ibn Abi Talib to be the follower after Rasulullah. Nothing else. We don't kill anyone. We don't blow anyone up. We haven't taken anyone's rights. We haven't invaded any country. Wilaya. That's it. And today, ISIS comes out and says, number one enemy are the Shia. Al Jazeera does a survey a few days ago. Do you support ISIS? 86%. We support ISIS. We have a problem. The number of our enemies are rising. Allahumma inna nashku ilayka kathrata aduwina. Yes? And that is what is required for the third level. What is required for the third level is murabata. I just want to end with this. What does it mean to be in the state of connection with the Imam? As the Quran says, وَرَابِطُوا. Brothers and sisters, how many of us, perhaps all of us here, arguably, have been at Heathrow or Gatwick or Stansted or Luton, whatever, and waited for some loved one who has been away for a long time? And our hearts are pumping. Every time someone comes out, it's not them. Someone comes out, it's not them. And we're waiting, we're calling. When are they going to come out? We know they will come out. They took the flight. It's a matter of time. How many of us, our hearts pulsate in remembrance of the 12th Imam? How many of us are in that state of anticipation and readiness so that we connect with him, knowing that he will definitely reappear? Here's what we need to do. There are a number of things, very, very brief points that are part of murabata, this Quranic concept. Number one, no doubt, to connect with the Imam, we must connect above all with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam would be pleased with us when our spirituality rises, when we understand our duties and responsibilities, when we perform our wajibat and avoid the muharramat. That is without doubt necessary. Number two, there is another disease that has spread and is spreading. That disease, my dear brothers and sisters, was present at the time of Imam Al-Hussein Al-Shaheed. What is that? ضعف الإرادة. When our determination, our willingness, our willpower is weak. Let me give you an example. Ubaydullah ibn al-Hurr al-Ju'fi. Aba Abdullah al-Hussein goes to him on the way to Karbala and says, Ubaydullah, there's a chance for you to attain salvation. You fought against my father in Siffin. Come, I give you Jannah. Ubaydullah says, no, I have a business. Not ready. Who else? You have a man by the name of Harthama ibn Abi Muslim. Understand this story. Harthama says, I was with Ali ibn Abi Talib after Siffin. We came to Karbala. Ali ibn Abi Talib takes the soil, smells the soil of Karbala and says, oh, soil of Karbala, from you shall be buried inside you a group of people, and they will rise on the day of judgment. They will go to Jannah bighayri hisab. He said, I heard this from Ali. Imam al-Hussein sends him a message, says, come fight with me. He says, no, I have my children. Maybe Ibn Ziyad will hurt my children. ضعف الإرادة. Look at Ahl al-Kufa, what they did with Muslim ibn Aqil. You know what? Laziness. I don't care. It's not my business. Why should I bother? Why should I be active? Why should I be the change that I would like to see in the world? That is what we are suffering. Number one. Number two, we are allowing ourselves to fragment by causing disunity and by picking on very trivial issues and forgetting the big issues. Let me give you an example. One of the scholars says, one day I was praying Salah. When I finished my Salah, someone came to me and said, Maulana. And when someone says that, God help us. They came and said, Maulana, your Salah is batil. Okay, batil. Come, let's sit down. Why is my Salah batil? He said, because when you did the sajda, your nose didn't touch the ground. So your Salah is batil. This Sheikh was very clever. He looked at him and said, can I ask you a question? He said, yes. He said, where was your nose during this process? Do you know what that means? That means if you were praying behind me, you wouldn't know where my nose is. You were sitting there watching and wanting to find faults to bring down. This is our problem today. When I don't like someone, let me bring him down. Jealousy, envy, hypocrisy. Yes? That we need to eradicate to connect with the Imam. There's a problem of egocentric tendencies, loving our own selves, our own communities only, and saying, I don't want to be with the others, or only this group or this particular people from this country are going to Jannah, and so on, driving our own agenda and placing the curtain in front of us. Egocentric tendencies are all obstacles to connecting with the Imam. And finally, I would like to narrate to you a beautiful hadith that I came across from Rawdatul Kafi. This is in relation to a question that we have to ask ourselves, brothers and sisters. When we say, Allahumma ajjil li waliyyika al-faraj, are we truthful to these words? Let me tell you why. Imam Musa ibn Ja'far al-Kadhim, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. He finds a man by the name of Ibn Tayfur al-Mutabtab, or al-Mutabbab. He says to him, he finds this Ibn Tayfur with a donkey. He says to him, did you buy a donkey? He said to him, yeah. He said, how much did you buy this donkey for? He said, 13 dinar. He said, that's a waste. He said, why? He said, you should have bought a bardoon. What's a bardoon? It's a Turkish horse. Same price. This man says, Ya ibn Rasulullah, a bardoon needs a lot of food, a lot of provision. I'm not bothered. I want a donkey. Imam alayhi salam said, the one who will feed your donkey will also feed your horse. But then he said, if you have the horse, you will be in a better position in awaiting the qa'im. In other words, have the horse, don't have the donkey. Have the means in preparation, be truthful. How ready are we in terms of ourselves, in terms of institutions, in terms of getting the message across? Because one important way of connecting with Imam Sahib al-Asri wal-Zaman is to take the message and the flag of his grandfather, Aba Abdullah al-Hussein, and to establish it and to spread it around the world. Do you know why, brothers and sisters, the greatest superpower today is Aba Abdullah al-Hussein? His name shakes the very foundation of tyrants and oppressors and gives hope. Tell me, 15 to 20 million people walk by themselves, no one forces them, and yet there's so many dangers confronting them. You look at this last week when this bombing took place in Dammam in Masjid al-Hussein on the day of Wilad of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. And the mother, wallah, it brought tears to my eyes. See the clip on the YouTube. Do you know the mother, what she said? The mother had two sons, Muhammad and Jalil. They were outside the mosque and they were blown into pieces because they saw this wretched, shaitanic individual come towards the mosque wanting to blow himself. But look at them too. They rushed to sacrifice their lives to protect the lives of the Musallin. And you know what the mother said? She said one of them, Muhammad, she used to say to him, her son, she used to say to him, be careful, look after yourselves. He used to say to her, mother, I have Hussein, don't worry. That's what he used to say to her, you know. And then she said, you know, these two of my sons, Muhammad and Jalil, they went. And Jalil used to always cry when he remembers what happened to the body of Aba Abdullah. Today I saw the body of Jalil exactly torn into pieces like the body of Aba Abdullah. She said, I am happy because of that. That's a matter of pride for me. And she said, I have two sons. I am happy to give them for Aba Abdullah. Where is this love found anywhere in the world? This is the message that we have to carry with us to connect with Imam. We have to spread the message of Hussein, the message of justice, the message of universal values of human rights and freedom, so that we can call ourselves indeed the followers and those who seek to be with the master of our time, Sahib al-Asri wal-Zaman, Ruhi wa arwah al-alamin lahu al-fida.
عشق ای تمام وجودم، تو بود و نبودم فدای رخ